We left off with the text of the paper being almost finished. We have met almost all of the requirements with the introduction, cause, effect, and conclusion. But notice how in the requirements for cause and the requirements for effect, it says that we must include cited research. Must include cited research. So here we don't quite have cited research yet. And I told you to leave those little places highlighted with citation needed for when we're citing the information from a source. So what we need to do in that case is look back at our research, and this is why I had you save the hyperlinks for each source that you're finding. Because there is a tool that we'll be using with these hyperlinks that will be extremely helpful. So the first source that I need a citation for is the Hurricane Science University of Rhode Island website. So I quote the University of Rhode Island here in this sentence. So that works for an in-text citation in that case because it's a web page and I'm citing the source. But in this sentence, I paraphrased information from the University of Rhode Island source. But because I don't have the University of Rhode Island anywhere in the sentence and anywhere in the paraphrase, I need to add in the citation. So I'll also need to add it in down here for when I was getting quotes, direct quotes this time from the NPR articles, or direct quotes this time from the same NPR article. So I left the spot for citations. And the first thing that we need to do is make a new page. So go all the way down from your finished essay or almost finished essay and put works cited. Not work cited, works cited. There will be multiple works. As you at least need those two sources from the sample research. So looking back here, I've got my URLs. And I need to have this URL as part of my source. So I provided a link for a website called EasyBib. And this is again attached to the same place that you found the playlist for these videos on Classroom. And notice how I highlighted the URL and I'm going to copy it, Control C. I'm going to go back to the EasyBib site that I again have the link to in Classroom, and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to press search. I'm going to press cite, and this is pretty good here. It got the article title, it got the URL, it got the website title, and the date accessed. But publisher and sponsor needs to be added, and the date published needs to be added. Notice how there's the here's what we found, here's what we'll need your help with. With the here's what you'll need your help with, when you go to a reliable source, like I've been having you look through instead of the .coms and everything, or if it's a good news outlet, the reliable sources have less that you need to look for and need help with, but I'm going to walk you through what I did for mine. So I'll press continue. And article title, Katrina Meteorology and Forecasting. There's not exactly one author here. It's kind of a group that we have. It says Graduate School of Oceanography. Ultimately, it's the University of Rhode Island. And we also have a copyright date between 2010 and 2015. So there's not one author that I can find on the page, but I know it's a reliable source because it's a .org and coming from a university, like it says at the bottom of the page. You could also look at the About section right here, and there could be about sections on your own pages about just who's involved exactly. But in this case, instead of an author, I'm going to go ahead and put the University of Rhode Island. Now, if you had a news outlet and needed to put the publisher and sponsor down, you'd put NPR or BBC or CNN or whatever news source you have. Electronically published. Again, I scrolled down to the bottom and said between 2015 or 2010 and 2015. I'm going to go ahead and put the latest date, 2015. You'll at least need the year. Don't worry about an exact day. Do not worry about an exact month. Do not worry about an exact time. Again, you'll at least need the year. I repeat, you'll at least need the year. Don't waste time looking for an exact date. Just look for at least the year, because that's what I need to help the citation with. So I've done that. I've looked around, and I'm going to press complete citation. So it's got the MLA style, as we'll be going for MLA 8, and this is automatically at MLA 8, so that works. And I'm going to copy the bibliography citation. When I hovered over it, you can copy the bibliography citation, and I'm going to press it right here for the citation. So there's my first one here, and notice how it says null right here. You can just delete the null and keep the first thing in the actual citation, Katrina Meteorology and Forecasting. Now with that, you will copy, and I'll scroll up, and I'll look for the place where I cited that website that I don't have a citation for. And you'll put the first part of the works cited entry in those parentheses. Now, a lot of times it will be the author's last name, but again, in a case like this where it's a website where a bunch of students worked on it, a bunch of graduate students, not just, secondary students worked on it, and there's no specific author, you're just going to put the first thing in that works cited citation within the citation needed parentheses. So I'll copy that. I'm going to delete the highlights here. Delete that period. And now here we've got a good in-text citation for the paraphrased information that we included in this paper. Now, I'll have to do the same thing with the next citation from that NPR article. If you'd like to see that and get another example of citing sources and using EasyBib, if you just want to see it done another way with a different website, please watch the next video. And as usual, if you have questions on anything specific in this video, please ask. Again, if you have questions on anything specific in this video, please ask.